Hey there, Nutriland, and happy November 1st. We are back to regular videos, I guess. Of course, you know me. There's going to be still a lot of horror content on there, a lot of Scream Factory stuff. I do have Scream Factory stuff that is coming in. But for right now, I got some actual regular non-horror, non-Scream Factory pickups. I managed to complete a collection today. I got an unopened thing for really cheap, and I found a box set that I'm really, really excited to have. So, without further ado, let's get into it. You probably saw it if you're on my Twitter feed, which is at AaronPin71 with the A and P capitalized. Then you'll see like every once in a while I'll tweet pics of like some of the stuff I got. So one of these things is going to be like no surprise to my Twitter followers, but for everybody else, it's going to seem new. Anyway, we're going to look at it. We're really going to look at it. I got. Actually, I'll leave that for after. First thing, I went to. No, let's do it first. We went out to a Grumpy Goat Gallery, which is a amazing art studio, and they had a 40% off sale on all their art there. So we picked up three paintings for our bedroom. And while we were there, I picked up something for a gift for a friend of ours, who's a party we attended last night. So when you saw me dressed up in the Halloween garb, which I also put on my Facebook and my Twitter, then you'll know, it's the Orphan Killer. Did a redesign on the costume, with a mask. We went out there this morning, and on our way back, we decided we'd check a couple places. So we went into this like small strip mall, and we went into like this Dollarama there. They didn't have a lot of stuff. They had a couple of the Elvira ones I've already gotten thanks to a good friend of mine, Sammy, Faligar 517. Still a lot of Elviras I have to pick up, but they didn't have any of the ones I needed there. So just on the kind of a spur of the moment thing, we decided to walk on through the strip mall. We got down to the last store, which was a Rossi's. It's kind of a discount store. And they got like a lot of DVDs, a lot of Blu-rays. If I had more like just disposable money on hand, I probably would have picked up a few things. They had some great stuff there for like some $6.99 Blu-rays that were interesting to me, some $9.99 stuff, some sets, some DVDs. I almost picked up Deep Star 6, which is a movie that I was really looking for. Unfortunately, it was the full screen edition, and no, if that had been the widescreen edition for $3.99, I definitely would have picked it up because I really like the movie. I do have a water-based Scream Factory movie coming, so you'll see that when it comes in. Anyway, I got there and I saw something that completed a collection of mine. If you looked at my Arrow Videos collections and stuff, you'll notice that I have one huge box set, and that huge box set is one giant Russ Myers collection that is out of print right now. Recommend it if you can ever get your hands on that Arrow Video Russ Myers set. It is amazing. Though Russ Myers did a studio movie, which of course could not be included within the set. So I was minus a Russ Meyer film. And one that I really wanted to get because it was written by Roger Ebert, of course, the now late movie critic that was actually a favorite of mine, and one of the reasons that I'm on here today is because of guys like Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel that I used to watch when I was younger. They had, whether I agreed with them or not, they had a real passion for movies, and Roger Ebert especially knew how to write a really good review. So I wanted to be able to bring that, when I came here to YouTube, and I said, okay, I'm going to start reviewing stuff. I wanted to bring that passion right here into like what I'm doing. So I finally got the last Russ Meyer one that I needed to pick up, and in a really nice collection. So we're going to look at this in kind of a little in depth here. I got Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Now, this is the Cinema Classics collection. I really like these. These are kind of like some neat sets. I've got like I've got a few of these. I would like to get more of the musical ones and more of the other ones. I got like, but Russ Meyer knew how to cast beautiful women in his films. Took this out, and hey, this is predating the whole new Wii U look, but very, very cool box. I mean, like, love the way it's done. It's like the blue that would be used. It's the Wii U color, basically, which I'm looking forward to. So it has two discs. It's a 2-disc set. I'll tell you the features in a second. It has. I got to look closely because I don't want to put anything on it that's going to be flagged. So there's the small, but okay. Good. Okay, good. Intriguing booklet. And even neater than that, which I think is really, really cool, and I got to show you guys this. They have uh, lobby cards. Yeah, a lot of these here Cinema Classics collection actually have lobby cards with them, and I find them extremely interesting. There's the publicity shot from Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Of course, it's about a girl rock band. So here they are rocking out. This is probably one of the most famous, if not the most famous shot from Valley of the Dolls. Used a lot in publicity. And of course, the infamous lesbian couple. This is a musical horror movie thriller. It's really strange, and my better half was like, "What was Roger Ebert thinking?" He was thinking that he was young and probably had a lot of hallucinogenics and a very amorous guy who loved females and showed it in his movies. So Roger Ebert actually does commentary. It's one of the neat things here. It has a commentary by Roger Ebert, another commentary by Dolly Reed, Cynthia Myers, and Harrison Page, John Lazar, and Erica Gavin, of course, who starred in this film. Erica Gavin is mostly known, if you're a Russ Meyer fan, for the movie Vixen. She's really famous for that one. It was a really big movie for her, and it was a really groundbreaking film for Russ Meyer. So extremely cool to see that. Above, Beneath, and Beyond the Valley, the making of musical horror sex comedy. Look on Up the Bottom, the music of Dolls. The Best of Beyond featurette. Sex, Drugs, Music, and Murder, Signs of the Times, baby featurette. Cassie and Roxanne, the Love Scene featurette. Screen Test of the Stars, 6 photo galleries, more than 300 photos and more. So that's going to be really interesting to look into. It's one that I'm very excited about checking out. Really excited to finally complete that collection. And I have another one in the Cinema Classics collection. I love the Cinema Classics ones, and anytime I can find myself one of these beautiful slip cases, I got to go for it. Next up, I came back into town. We went to a few stores and ended up going to my local Salvation Army. This is where I got my my find of the day. And first I'll show you one which is pretty cool. And that is, I got the 20th Anniversary Collector's Edition DVD of 2-disc set of Tron unopened. It's never been opened. This is not a used copy or anything. It just, with over 5 hours of special features. And will I ever get the Blu-ray edition of this? Probably. I mean, I got the Blu-ray of the Neutron, but to get like 20th Anniversary Collector's Edition unopened of Tron for $2, you're damn right I'm gonna pick that up. But the one that I saw, you guys know that I collect a lot of different genres, and especially like a lot of the older stuff. If you're newer and you just saw my channels at Screen Factory, you probably don't know that, but I collect a lot of different stuff, a lot of the older stuff. And one of my favorites are pre-codes. So I've got a few of the Forbidden Hollywood sets. I've got some different sets that are gangster sets and stuff that are kind of pre-code. And I've been meaning, this set I really wanted, and a good friend of mine actually got this for me at one point, but it was lost, and it was really hard to find. And for a long time, this was really expensive. Now it's not too bad to buy, but usually it's kind of bought through sellers. And it's from Universal Backlot series. And as far as I know, this is the only one time that Universal did a series like this. And it's the Pre-Code Hollywood Collection. This is in mint condition. Amazing. It has The Cheat, Merrily We Go to Hell, Hot Saturday, Torch Singer, Murder at the Vanities, and Search for Beauty. We got Cary Grant, Claudette Colbert, Sylvia Sidney, Frederick March, Sula Bankhead, Nancy Carroll, Randolph Scott, Ida Lupino, Buster Crabbe. We even have a musical pre-code film, which is always really fun. And the really neat thing, I didn't think this would be there, but it is, Universal Production Code. It literally is, and I'll open up and I'll actually show you guys, the entire Hays Code. The whole thing written down here, the code that was done in 1934 to basically, that they would use code to govern the making of talking and synchronized and silent motion pictures, and the reasons supporting it. June 13th, 1934. And it's really cool to have this and be able to like see exactly what it is that they were objecting to at this time and how it would change films. Some people like to say, well, change films for the better, it made them more creative. They had to like, you couldn't put the sex and the nudity that they had in there, and it made like the whole thing. And there's actually something on this here that actually talks about that. I think that's kind of bull. I mean, if people are gonna be creative with the films, they're people like that make films like Jacques Tourneur, like Orson Welles, that are creative anyway. Either way, they just have their hands tied more with certain things. It did make him. I don't think censorship makes somebody be more creative. It just maybe changes their vision and maybe slants it a bit. But that's just my opinion. Now, that being said, there are certain things that I think never should exist. Serbian film is one of them. It's just crap. And maybe that's why it was an awesome thing to have. But there's a write-up on Pre-Code Hollywood in here. We have the 3 discs, and each one has like a kind of a picture behind it. As you can see, these discs look like they have never ever been played. That is freaking incredible. And just so you can see pre-code stuff, here we go. That's the cheat in Merrily We Go to Hell. Hot Saturday and Torch Singer. Of course, that's. And Murder at the Vanity and Search for Beauty. Again, amazing, amazing condition in here. Pre-code Hollywood. Musical at its best. There is a really good combination of different films on here. Just really unique stuff that I'm very excited to finally own. I could not believe that this set was there, and this set was under $5. I kid you not. I paid less than $5 for this set. I wish I would have took footage in there now because it was so cool. You could see my reaction when I was leafing through the movies, and all of a sudden I'm like, "What's that?" And I expected to see like one of those Mill Creek box sets or something like that, and I picked this up among all the stuff. I mean, this is incredible. Just fun stuff. To cheat, compulsive gambler to the bank would do anything to pay for debts, including turning to a wealthy businessman behind her husband's back. Married would go to hell. An abusive alcoholic played by Frederick March reunites with a woman from his past and drives his wife to drastic measures. Hot Saturday. Scandal erupts after a young woman innocently spends the night with a notorious playboy, Cary Grant, who neglects to tell her fiancé, Randolph Scott. Torch Singer. After giving up her illegitimate child for adoption, a notorious nightclub singer, played by Claudette Colbert, attempts to find her daughter through a children's radio show. Murder at the Vanities. While sexy musical review, The Vanities captivates an audience on its opening night, a murder investigation takes place backstage. And Search for Beauty. Olympic swimming champions Buster Crabbe and Ida Lupino are tricked into endorsing a racing magazine, and much worse. So here it is, guys. These are my 3 pickups today, and I'm extremely proud to have these in my collection. Tron, of course, that's a classic film I saw back in the day in the theater. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, another fun little one. I love this movie. I've completed my Russell Meyer collection. Another addition to my Pre-Code Hollywood collection box set with the Pre-Code Hollywood collection Universal box backlot series. Love these here. I'm really, really looking forward into like delving into this box set. I seriously am. There's some great stuff there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a fantastic November 1st. I gotta go help my better half of the few chores because I've got my cousin coming over, and we're gonna watch Doctor Who tonight. So, who is Missy? Do you guys know? Do you watch Doctor Who at all? Comment down below. But if you've seen it before me and you're in England or something, don't comment until like after I've seen it. Don't comment with it when you know who it is. Comment on who you think it is before. My bet's on Romana right now. Who's that? Wikia. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. For me right now, it is time for tea, if she lets me have tea before we do the chores. Have a great one, and happy November 1st. Watch Pre-Code. Trust me, it's really good stuff.